getting ready to film an intro here, and I just noticed a hen right below us. It's opening day of Missouri steer archery season, but turkeys are also in season, and it's just crazy. There's just a hen right here below us in this brush. I have to turn around and see if we can shoot a hen as well. We're in suburbia. We're in the backyard of a neighborhood, and the deer are thick out here, especially the does. There's some bucks that have been showing up as well. We'll probably get a closer look at them to see if they're shooters, but it sure is exciting to be in the stand again with a bow and arrow. And of course, as soon as we drive in here, there are deer messing around. There are deer all around us, and we just get set up. And one of the 8 points just walked out with a couple of does and a spike. I'm gonna try to shoot a couple of deer tonight, and hopefully we'll get a shot with Brent and I both. This is suburbia land management time, or deer management, herd management. There's so many deer back here, it is absurd. So definitely need to try to manage the numbers here a little bit in this neighborhood. It's not even time for me to play baseball on my phone. Just gotta sit here and constantly watch for deer running around all over you. So we'll just kind of let it chill out for a little bit. Those are the smaller 8-pointers. I think those are 2.5-year-olds, and that one's a 3.5-year-old. There's a doe that might get close enough right here. We wanted it to do. Got a 40-yard shot. I think I hit her pretty good. We watched the replay, saw a pretty big hole. I think we know where she went. So it's the first deer for me of the season. September 17th. We're gonna swap it around and see if Brent can kill one now.
I'm here filming with Joe, and he just put an arrow in a really nice doe. He made a really good hit on her. And we still got some deer out here, so he told me to pick up my bow and he's gonna return the favor. So hopefully we'll get to land a double here and arrow 2 does tonight.
Just a minute.
Another couple does come out just like we wanted. I don't know what happened. I don't know if she turned when I shot her, if I flinched her, but I ended up hitting her really far back. I think I hit her in the ham, in her back leg, and I'm disgusted in myself, but I hope she'll go down and maybe a clipped an artery. I don't know. When you make a bad shot like this, you don't really feel like you earned it, but you know, she didn't run 50 yards. Broadhead did what it was supposed to do and must have clipped that artery, because I believe that she was dead when I got here, but I went ahead and put a second arrow in her just because it makes me sick when animals suffer. And as archers, we always try to do our best and put a good shot on them, but I'm just glad that it worked out and that she didn't suffer any longer than she had to. And it was a pretty short tracking job, considering, you know, we walked down here and I just saw just how steep this hill was, and I was just worried that she was going to run. a really long way, and I happened just to look over and see the nocturnal, and I knew she was laying here. And you know, if I hadn't been using light and Nox, I may have walked down the hill and never even found her.
Brent and I doubled up tonight. It's pretty cool. He graduated from Missouri State last year. Didn't have a job yet after the pandemic, and I said, why don't you come down here and do a Huntco internship with me? So he's been working all day at my place, working on food plots and getting stuff ready back there, and we shot up here to Mike's place in Springfield and did some suburban hunting and doubled up within about the first hour.
It's the second evening of bow season, and I've been out here twice so far. The first morning and this morning. I've seen deer both times I've been out here. I put cameras out about 4 or 5 days ago. I wish I'd had them out earlier, but I just, between work and everything, farming, I didn't have time. So I've checked my cameras this morning, and I've got deer in here all the time. Actually, the evenings seem better than the morning, and I've seen deer both mornings that I've been here. So I've got high hopes for this evening. I've got a lot of deer out here. Could use a little bit of population control out here, so I'm not going to be too picky, and we'll see what happens this evening. I've had 11 less than 35 yards, but just couldn't hit the camera on, couldn't make it all work. I just took a broadside shot there. It was 42 yards. The arrow looked good leaving the bow. So we're gonna wait a few minutes and walk down there and see.
I'm looking for my arrow. Like I said, the shot looked good. It made a good sound, but I had one hole to shoot through, and then she was out of sight. Right here. I'm gonna get my stuff gathered up here, and we'll get right back to it, see if we can find some blood. Some more there. There she is right there.
There's been an insane amount of action this morning. Climbing in my stand, I had deer around me. I could see them, but I obviously couldn't draw on them because it was too dark. I just had a standoff with a doe for probably 5 minutes, deciding if she wanted to walk out this way or not, and she wouldn't come out. God, I love the day before gun season. It's always exciting. I just took a shot at a little buck. I'm talking little. I don't care. I need meat. I'm not 100% sure if I hit him or not. He was right at 35 yards where I ranged. It was so cold though, I couldn't feel my button on my nose. He's making an awful lot of noise over there, so I'm pretty sure I hit him. I'm gonna let him sit for a little while though, and then I'll get down and look. I'm kind of excited.
Well, that's a good sign. Don't see my arrow anywhere though. Well, I found my arrow, so now I'm gonna check and see if it's got any blood on it. So this morning I decided I've had a hard season so far. I've sat a ton. I've seen deer 50, 75, 200 yards and they constantly walk this way or that way, this way or that way. My son finally wants to go to deer camp this year, which is gun season tomorrow. So, you know, I had that gut feeling. I even woke up and my wife was awake and I said, babe, I got that gut feeling. She's like, well, don't come home without one. So I walked into my stand. I had deer all around me, like walking around me, climbed all the way to my stand, got the camera set up, and then they all disappeared. And then I had like a 5-minute standoff with a doe. Just literally wouldn't take that one step, is all I needed. So I was getting kind of bummed. I was really hoping to get a deer today so I could focus on getting my son his first deer tomorrow, or this weekend, I guess. And this little guy came across me, just straight across me. I crap, well, there goes my one shot. You know, screw it, he's gonna run away. I'm done for the day. Sure enough, he stops and he just sits there and smells the air. I'm like, oh man, I'm even busted worse because the wind was going towards him. Well, he comes back my way, ironically, and he goes behind my tree line that I have right in front of me. And he gave me a 2-foot window that doe wouldn't give me. And I shot, and I thought I missed, honestly. It didn't make that sound like it normally does, but I didn't waste any meat at all. So I'm happy and grateful and thankful. Now I can put some meat in the freezer because we were out. And you know, now tomorrow I can focus on getting my son his first deer. Hey buddy, what are you doing?
Is he there? No? Daddy got a deer. Yeah, he shot a deer.
Oh, his face is awesome.